Hey Leo, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your life, love, and money reading for the month of September 2024. So if this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month and I would love to share your tarot insights with you. For the readings this month, I'm using my Groovy Waite tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider Waite tarot. And then, Leo, I will close out your reading with a Healing Oracle crystal card. All right. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, I go live 2 times a week, Mondays and Fridays. And so if this reading is not specific enough for you and you'd like me to pull a few cards, about your situation, join me on Mondays and Fridays for Ask Me Anything Tarot Q&A live. All right, so hopefully you can join me, Leo. We have a lot of fun on those lives. All right, let's go ahead and get into your reading because we've got some good juicy things to talk about here. All right, so the first thing I want to point out is that Ace of Cups in the reverse. Now, the Ace of Cups in the reverse talks about redefining a relationship, and I feel like this is a personal relationship for a lot of you. It doesn't necessarily mean romantic, but it is a relationship with a lot of emotions involved, all right? For some of you, that will be your romantic relationship, all right? Or your partnership, whatever the case may be. But that card in the reverse talks about this relationship gets redefined in some way. In other words, it could be growing stronger, going to the next level, or maybe it could be taking a step back for some of you. Maybe you need time to figure out exactly what's next as it relates to this relationship. And this could be, like I said, with your partner, or it could also be maybe a friendship, maybe a family connection, maybe anything, maybe something going on at work. All right, but when we redefine our relationships, that's when we get clarity about exactly what it is that we're available for emotionally. All right, and some of us don't want to be too emotionally invested in something, and that's what I'm picking up with that first card. Next up, we have the Empress. Now, that's one of the cards of the Divine Feminine. I love her. She's also the card of creativity. She's also the card of timing and cycles. All right, so when we see her in a reading, this tells me to tell you, Leo, to tap into your creative energies because that's what's going to help you win and it's going to help you get what you want. Sometimes we have to find creative solutions to problems, or we have to find creative alternatives to certain challenges, and that's where you really kind of get your best results, where you find those big wins. All right, so don't be afraid to be creative. Now, the other thing about the Empress card is that's literally the card of nurturing, motherhood, pregnancy for some of you. I'm not really getting that, but again, this is a general reading, so for some of you, she may indicate a brand new bundle of joy on the way. All right, we got the Two of Pentacles next. Whenever I see that card is telling me to tell you, Leo, to pay attention to the budget. Make sure that you are tracking your expenses. You need to have a clear picture and a clear understanding of what is coming in as well as what is going out as it relates to your money. Next up, we got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is feeling a little bit of a betrayal here. The other aspect of the Ten of Swords is this is a card where sometimes you feel like giving up. In other words, you feel like you're doing everything right, but nothing seems to be working. And sometimes this card shows up when we're just done. And I'm picking up a little bit of that, Leo, right now. Don't worry though. Don't worry, because that feeling is not going to last forever. Because we got that Two of Wands next, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which means you're going to have some time off from work at some point coming up in September. Either the workload will decrease or you literally will be taking time off. And then this Two of Wands is all about kind of renegotiating your future and examining where you are now and looking at the past and figuring out what you want to experience next. All right, so even though you may feel like you're done, I'm telling you, Leo, give yourself some time, because you're going to get some clarity, you're going to get some answers here, and you're going to have time to process everything that comes up for you, so you can make some different decisions and decide exactly what happens next for you in your life, in your relationships, in your career, everything. Okay? All right, Leo, let's see what else shows up for you. Ooh, we got the Guru card. Now that card is unique to this deck, and we'll talk about him. All right. Oh, we got both of the unique cards. We got the Guru and Smokey. Okay, so the Guru card. Now this is the card of higher enlightenment. That's what we talk about on the surface, but this is also kind of trusting yourself. In other words, everything you need is within you to some way or to some degree. All right, so the answers you're seeking, the energetic shifts, the divine downloads, whatever, however you want to call it, everything you need is within you. All right, now you may say, but Desiree, I need this, and that. Yes, but you have to understand there's an internal shift that needs to happen in order for you to be in alignment with everything that you desire. All right, so for some of you, this is money. Some of you, this is relationships. Some of you, this is work, career. All right, so what I'm getting with this card is it's really about managing your state. And I know that may seem kind of strange to some of you, but it's about managing your internal dialogue and your feelings and what you believe while you are going through life, attracting the things that you want to have. All right, so remember, everything starts with you, and everything outside of you is a reflection of what's going on inside. And if nothing is changing, that means that you are not changing the story, the beliefs, and the feelings that you hold within. All right, and I don't know any other way to say that, but I feel like somebody really needed to hear that. Sometimes this Guru card comes up when we are talking about manifestation, law of attraction, law of assumption, things like that. But I know that's not everyone's jam, but it is something that I do wholeheartedly believe that is real. All right, I guess I'll just say it like that. Next up, we do have the Death card. The Death card is a transformation. When he shows up in the reverse, that means it's a transformation that happens quickly. Instead of a slow, progressive transformation, this means that you're going to transform literally overnight in some way. All right, now this is a good thing, because I do believe that all of us are striving to do something better. And sometimes it's easier to just kind of jump right in than to kind of drag things along. All right, so that's what I'm picking up with that. Next, we have the Emperor card. He's all about structure, control. He's all about having things in order and not wasting time, and really making sure that things are exactly as you desire them to be and not accepting anything less. So holding yourself to a higher standard, Leo, is going to enable you to win in ways that you cannot even imagine. Next up, we do have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is you reconnecting with someone or something from your past. It's also the card of playfulness and fun. However, what I am picking up is that you will see someone or something from your past roughly in that second week of September, Leo. This could be an old friend, an ex, maybe somebody you worked with, went to school with, whatever. All right, and it's going to be a fun reconnection. I'm not really picking up there's going to be anything like solidified from this, but you know how it's always nice to connect with people from the past, at least most of the time. Finally, we do have Smokey, and this is the card about paying attention to the signs and not ignoring any signs, symbols, signals, warning signs, whatever the case may be. All right, so remember, you're always going to get signs about whatever it is that you're questioning, right? If you're questioning, is this the right relationship for me? You're going to get signs and you're going to get feedback as to whether or not it is or it isn't. Same with, am I going in the right direction as it relates to my life? You will get confirmation in some way, shape, or form. Now, a lot of people do get signs, but they either ignore them or they don't trust them. All right, so you have to make sure that you're not doing that to yourself and not tripping yourself up, okay, Leo? If you are asking for a sign about something, All you have to do is be receptive to it and be ready to receive it. All right, Leo, let's see what else shows up for you. Whoa, we're getting a lot of cards here. All right. All right, Leo. Okay, so you're going to be working a lot once we hit the second half of September. I'm not surprised. We're starting to move into Q4. A lot of people are setting themselves up and they're, preparing for, the busy season, the holiday season for a lot of us. We also have the Five of Wands. This is the card of communication. Pay attention to the conversations you're having in the second half of the month. Make sure you document certain things, because some people will have selective misunderstanding here. And that's what I'm picking up with that card. It's like you really need to make sure that you are protecting your own interests when you're having conversations and discussions with people, especially in that third week of September. We also have the Queen of Wands. I love seeing her because she's the card that talks about changes in the physical environment. There's something that needs to be moved around. There could be some space that needs to be cleared out. It's always a good thing because you free up energy when you do that. So don't be afraid to make changes in your physical space if you feel motivated and inspired to do so. We also have the Five of Pentacles. This is about examining your money mindset. What do you believe is possible for you as it relates to your finances? You need to get really clear on that, especially in the second half of September. Next, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands means that there's some staffing or personnel changes as it relates to your work. And that's going to apply to a lot of you. But for some of you, this is also about, I'm feeling like somebody's watching you, but they're like, not in a weird way, but it's because they're kind of impressed. But they're like afraid to reach out to you or something like that. Like how when somebody watches you on social media or somebody, keeps tabs on you in some way. So there is somebody watching you, Leo. You probably have an idea of who this is. However, they're not going to let you know that they're watching you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with this card. Finally, we do have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a card that talks about literal cash in hand. This means that you are going to get some cash, but then it's going to go right back out. It's like somebody gives you $100 and then boop, $100 bill comes and you need to pay it. It's something like that, where the money comes in and then it goes right out. However, it's still good that it came in because then you had the money to take care of that bill. Okay, so this is always good. The Ace of Wands is always a good card, even when it shows up in the reverse. Okay. All right, Leo, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to life, love, and money for the month of September 2024. Oh, now that's a repeater card, that Two of Wands, Seven of Swords. What's going on with that? All right. I feel like this is a warning card for you, Leo. Somebody around you is not quite being honest. Okay. Yep, somebody around you is not quite who they said they were. But you have, you already kind of picked up on that, Leo. All right? So they're not going to get away with anything. However, it is disappointing for you. That's why we got that Nine of Swords. But then we got the Nine of Cups. So things are going to work out. All right? And you regret that you kind of find this out about this person. Like you have some regrets about it. All right, let me start off with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is some unexpected good news about something being stopped or discontinued. I always see that card usually when a bill gets paid off or when something that you didn't like finally comes to an end. Like maybe a class that you had to take, or maybe a project you had to work on or something like that. And you're just like, oh, I'm just ready for this to be done. So whatever it is, it's going to be good. All right. I know sometimes that sounds weird. Something being stopped or discontinued. How is that good? Well, like I said, sometimes it means a bill gets paid off, or sometimes something gets canceled and you don't have to, do something or pay something that you thought you were going to have to pay or do. We also have that Two of Wands, which we had him here. We've got him here again. So this is about, like I said, examining the past to make a decision in the present. All right. So sometimes we evaluate what has happened so we can determine, you know, either can we make that happen again or do we not want that to happen again? All right. So this is all about planning. And I kind of picked up on that because we talked about planning earlier in your reading, Leo, and I feel like you're going to be making a lot of plans. And I think that has to do with the redefining of the relationship like we talked about here. Okay, so don't be afraid to kind of see what you can plan, or plan as much as you can, because things are going to continue to shift for you is what I'm getting, Leo. All right, we talked about the Seven of Swords. This is somebody close to you or somebody you know, Leo, who's not exactly being honest or straightforward, or someone who could be a little shady, a little shifty. And you're kind of disappointed in this because we got that Five of Cups and we got the Nine of Swords, where you just feel like, man, this person really let me down because I had high hopes for this person. I trusted them. I believed in them. All right, Leo. So, yeah, that's very disappointing. But the thing is at least you found out their true colors before it was too late, right? Because we got the Nine of Cups, which means that it's going to work out good. Now, even though this card is in the reverse, this card means that it's still good, only to a lesser degree, which means, yes, you're disappointed. Maybe even your feelings are hurt and you feel let down, like I said, but at least you found out the person's true intentions before it was too late or before something horrible happened. All right, so yes, it's disappointing, but you're going to be better off in the long run because you found out whatever it is you needed to find out when you found it out. All right, Leo, so be thankful, be grateful. You know, you didn't lose anything in the process. If anything, you know, well, maybe you lost a friend or you lost some trust, but you're going to be better off because of it. All right, Leo. So, like I said, your month is really about redefining relationships, making plans, and really kind of listening to yourself, because I'm looking at this Guru card, and this is the card, like I said, everything you need is within you. Trusting yourself, aligning yourself with what it is that you want. All right, so September is going to be a very progressive month for you, Leo. That's what I'm picking up, progressive. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Healing Oracle crystal card. Ah, yes. If there's anything we need this month, it is clarity. You got the card Tanzanite. If you do have Tanzanite, if you have this crystal in your collection, this would be a beautiful one to work with for the month of September. If not, just remember that focusing on clarity is what you need to concentrate on for September. All right, Leo? I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. And don't forget to join me Mondays and Fridays for live tarot Q&A.